Hey, that last race, that's kind of a barn burner of a race there. Anything could happen there, but I look for Sarah's Vision. She's claimed last out. Now she's into Izzy Gonzalez's barn. Izzy tends to move horses up. He just has a way of getting more out of them, and he's 24% off the claim. If you're winning 1 and 4 off the claim, you're way ahead of the game, and I look for Izzy to make that one of his move ups and Sarah's Vision to run well on Saturday. Sorry, we have to wait till the last race though to try to make some money there.
Well, we've hit the Fawner card Friday and Saturday. Is there any opportunity to make some money nationwide simulcasting? Is there anything that we have our eyeballs on this weekend as we continue to march towards Derby Day at Churchill Downs?
Well, there's 2 big Derby races this weekend. We've got the Santa Anita Derby, obviously, from coming out of California. Baffert's got the morning line favorites there in Cherokee Nation and Potente. Potente won the San Felipe last time. Looks, in my eyes, to be the better of the 2 horses. I look for Potente to come off just lay right off the leader there, which is probably going to be a stablemate and get the win. Another one that I'll probably be playing a little bit in the exotics there is a horse called Intrepido. Comes from the Robert Lewis barn, or Robert Lewis. It was second in the Robert Lewis. It was 5th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. It's faced better competition than Potente, but that's probably where I'll be playing my exotics there is those 2 horses. And if we shift back to the Midwest, then we're going to see the Toyota Bluegrass coming from Keeneland. Keeneland just started their meet this week, and Keeneland, one of the premier tracks in the nation. They have a lot of large fields. There's a good chance to make some money there. If you look, the average exacta pays about $60 usually. So in that race, there's a pretty good field going there. The one I like, though, come out of the Rebel Stakes, coming up from Oaklawn Park. Oaklawn Park had some pretty good runners down there. He won the Rebel Stakes last out. That's a horse called Class President. And so he's not the favorite in the race. Actually, you're going to see Brad Cox and Further Ado being the favorites, probably morning line favorite as well as the bettor's choice. It was second in the Tampa Bay Derby, but I just think the Rebel had a better class of a horse down there, and I look for Todd Fletcher to bring Class President for the win. And my second choice there is a horse that he's won his last 2 races, and he comes from far back, and that's going to be Reagan's Honor. Probably going to be about 3 or 4 to 1 there is all, but I look for, if we can get those 2 home in an exact, it'd still pay pretty good because, as I said, Further Ado, I think will be the favorite.
All right, so that sets up the racing this weekend. Again, no racing on Sunday at Fawner Park. I certainly hope I can bet a little bit better than that horse that was 0 for 19, Jimmy. I'm looking to maybe have a slightly better winning percentage than maybe that horse of 0 for 19 tomorrow.
Yeah, he's been in a slump, and, we all get in those slumps just like a baseball player. I've watched baseball players that have hit 350 for the season, and they go through a slump where they're 0 for 20. The media talks about it all the time, just like we're doing, but I think I Giggle, he's dropped down to a lower level maiden claiming, and I think he will get the win and finally make his backers happy.
Mike, as long as you don't have your 10 to 1 horse that is staying on the track with your 10, I think you'll have a successful weekend. Your goal is just to get your horse to finish the race.
Well, yeah, but the horse I had last year, I still don't think he's finished. Yeah, that sucker, that thing was like 3/4 of a lap behind. So, and I'm going to the horse races tomorrow with Stroman and the gang. So
it's gonna be a zoo.
Well, that's a good group to be with. Maybe you can just pick your favorite basketball jersey numbers, and we'll throw those over on the horses and see how we do.
Do you have any tip, Jimmy? This is I think this is my first time out to a funner. Is it? I don't know if Tyson has been out before, but
yeah.
Any tips for the 2026 debut for us tomorrow?
Get there early.
Yeah, get there early, run down and get some of those fantastic tacos on the bottom level and have a margarita, and then run upstairs, and there's some really good beer lines up there that have cold beer.
Are they still serving garage beer there at Fauner Park?
I knew you were going to ask that.
I don't know because generally when I'm at the track, I don't drink. Yeah, I know that's hard to believe, but no, if I'm sitting there and betting horses, if I'm doing interviews and things like that, I'll have a Pepsi and that's about it. So I really couldn't tell you if they have garage beer out there.
I'll let you know next Friday when we get together. I'll look for it.
Well, I'll probably see you out there this weekend. If I'm doing bad, you probably won't see me. But if I'm doing good, I'll make my presence shown.
All right, Jimmy. We look forward to it. It should be a rocking weekend, at least a rocking Saturday. By the way, my daughter's firm is sponsoring the 6th race tomorrow at Fauner Park. I'm just pulling up your predictions. Upstriker, Pass Line, and Oregon County are the 3 horses you got picked in the 6th race. I get to go down in the winner's circle tomorrow, so looking forward to that with one of those horses, hopefully.
Well, and one that could surprise you is Oregon County. I've got him picked 3rd, but that horse loves Fauner Park. Now, we're going to take him and look just the opposite of what O.I. Giggle does. Oregon County has 14 wins over the 10 of them of his 14 wins have come from Fauner Park.
Wow.
So that horse loves this track. He's run like 19 times and had 10 wins. But I look for Upstriker to take that race. He's changed barns and jockeys in his last out. He's reunited with one of the top jockeys in Jose Medina. Them two seem to work real well together. He drops in class, and so I look for Upstriker to win that race, and hopefully we'll see him in the winner's circle with you.
Hopefully I'm still standing by the 6th race. All right, Jimmy.
Well, if not, I'm sure we can find a wheelchair, and I also know that your daughter's good at taking care of people that need taken care of, so I'm sure we can work something out there.
All right, Jimmy. Thanks for joining us today, and it was an extended talk today, but always exciting to talk to you, and we'll see you at the track tomorrow.
Well, that sounds good. I mean, when I'm up against bowling for the top line there, my competition's a little weaker, so it's a good day.
All right, Jimmy. Thanks for talking to us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. Jim Sliker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network joining us each and every Friday. Of course, you can get all of the insights, all of the predictions, and any news that's going on in the Nebraska Thoroughbred racing industry by heading over to the Facebook group, Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network. Always good to talk to Jimmy on a Friday.
Yeah, you can get all of his picks. You can listen to this show again when we get done. Yep. You can listen to this show again and get his picks from Friday and Saturday. You can always go to his Facebook group, and he's got all of his selections there and any other important information that you might need. So, God, I feel like I'm prepared. I'm prepared for our Saturday debut. I think I've got all the information I need.
That scares me.
Give me the program. Get me there.
I'm one of those, honestly, I bet better if I knee-jerk reaction it. And I look at the program, and I go through my quick scan, and I'm like, yep, here we go.
You run to the window.
If I sit here and analyze the program, if I have...
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
And welcome back here at Duncan Field in Hastings as we get set for baseball today. College baseball, Hastings College and the Lancers of Mount Marty will get you the starting lineups today. They're brought to you by B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings, your trusted cleaning experts for homes and businesses. Hastings will go this way. It'll be Tyler Rojas leading off. Rojas will be the second baseman. His batting average is at .286 on the season. Evan Morrison will be your first baseman. He'll bat second. His average at .381. Samuel Bruno will be your left fielder. He'll bat third. His average at .384. Peyton Vargas will be the designated hitter today. Vargas with a .295 batting average. Tristan Martinez will be your right fielder. He'll bat fifth. His average at .347. Cody Haynes will be your center fielder today. Haynes will bat in the number 6 spot, batting average at .286. Levi Fletcher will be your third baseman. Fletcher will bat seventh. His batting average at .405 in the season. Joshua Mahehu will be your catcher. He'll be batting in the number 8 spot today. Batting average is at .241. Jace Valdez will be your shortstop. He'll bat ninth. His average at .304. And Xander Hardy will be your pitcher today. Hardy is 2-1 on the season, and his earned run average is at 1.31. For the Lancers of Mount Marty, the team from Yankton, South Dakota, they're the record at 13 wins and 19 losses on the season. Jalen Owens will lead off. He'll be your center fielder. His batting average at .303. Tyler Vance will be your shortstop. He'll bat second. His average is at .404. Cooper Madarick will be your first baseman. He'll bat third. His average is at .344. Daniel Vonnegut will be your second baseman. He'll bat fourth. His average at .381. Kimo Walensky will be your right fielder. He'll bat in the number 5 spot today, batting average at .259. Connor Bouchard will be your designated hitter. His average is .298 here this season. Jacob Pascuzzi will be your catcher. He'll bat 7th. His average at .345. Ethan Senovec will be your left fielder. He'll bat in the number 8 spot, .313 his batting average. Drew Reichen will be your third baseman. He'll bat 9th. His average at .261. And the pitcher today will be Danny Mosera. His record is no wins, 2 losses, ERA at 9.00. Right now, the playing of the national anthem as we get set for baseball today on Extreme Sports. All right, the playing of the national anthem. We're set to go. We got college baseball today here on Extreme Sports. Hastings and Mount Marty, as they do all year long. The first game of the doubleheader today, a 7-inning affair. Second ball game will be a 9-inning affair. We'll have all the action right here on Extreme Sports. Xander Hardy getting the start for Hastings. Broncos going with a couple of left-handed pitchers in this doubleheader today. As I heard the coach talking the pregame show, Xander Hardy, he is 2-1 in the season. Earned run average at 1.31. He'll be making his 6th appearance of the season. He's thrown 1 complete game so far this year. He's thrown 20 2/3 innings. Hardy giving up 17 base hits, 9 runs, 3 earned, 15 base on balls, 17 strikeouts, and teams are hitting .224 against him. Yeah, the temp here at game time is going to be sitting at 40 degrees. We've got mostly cloudy skies. The wind is going to be a factor today. They'll be blowing out of the north at 16 miles per hour, reducing the wind chill of about 24 degrees. And as we get ready for the first pitch, the sun's starting to break out from the overcast skies here. Might warm things up a degree or two for the fans that have assembled here at Duncan Field here today. Wind's blowing out here at Duncan. In the dimensions of the ballpark, 370 down to left field line, 367 down to right field line, 405 to the power alleys, and 408 to straightaway center field. Hastings and Mount Marty going here today. Both of these teams 4 and 8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They're each tied for 8th place in the conference as action gets underway today. Only other action going on in the conference ahead of this Easter holiday weekend. Northwestern is in town in Crete to take on Doane University. That series is already underway. Very first pitch is hit to the third base side. Picked up by the third baseman for Hastings, Fletcher, and in one pitch, Jalen Owens is retired in the play. So Owens just got a little piece of that when he goes rolling out to the third baseman for Hastings, Levi Fletcher, and he makes the play on the ball over at first base to Evan Morrison. So 1 up, 1 down here for Mount Marty in the first inning of play. Here's Tyler Vance coming up there next. Vance has got the best batting average on the team. He's sitting at a .404 on the season. And the pitch here by Hardy is going to be in there for a strike. Tyler Vance has got 46 base hits and 114 trips to the plate so far this year. He's got 11 doubles, 3 triples, 6 home runs, and 44 RBIs. A pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball, and now we're even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler Vance has walked 17 times so far this year. He has struck out 24 times. Just underway, Hastings and Mount Marty today here on Extreme Sports. Next pitch there by Xander Hardy is going to be outside for a ball. 2-1 is the count. Levi Fletcher at third base for Hastings. Jace Valdez is at shortstop. Tyler Rojas is at second base, and Evan Morrison is over here at first base. Xander Hardy on the mound, and Joshua Magnahay is behind the plate. Next pitch is going to be fouled away, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Out of the outfield for Hastings College, Samuel Bruno is out in left field. Cody Haynes is out in center field. Tristan Martinez is out in right field. Outfield playing deep with the winds blowing out here at Duncan today. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hardy's next pitch is swung on and foul tap. Tyler Vance hangs in there with the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings coming off of a 1-3 weekend at Northwestern last weekend. Mount Marty is coming after a 1-3 weekend at Dort. The team has played since last Sunday. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Tyler Vance, number 2 in the batting order for Mount Marty. Xander Hardy comes set as he fires one to the plate. That's going to be inside for a ball. And did it hit him? Yep, it hit him. Tyler Vance is going to be hit by a pitch here as he trots down the bag at first base. Being beamed by a pitch here.
Now batting number 4.
And now Cooper Bednarik is going to come to the plate next. Bednarik is the first baseman. Bednarik with a batting average of .344 so far this season. He's got 32 base hits and 93 trips to the plate. 6 home runs, 27 RBIs for Bednarik. He's a left-handed hitter. Throw over to first base, not in time as Tyler Vance is back in there. Stealing bases this year, Mount Marty is 110 out of 125 stealing bases, so they are very active on the base pads. And here's the pitch to the plate. That's going to be popped up out to right field. Tristan Martinez is going to settle under it. He makes the catch, and the runner will go back to first base. So Cooper Bednarik is going to fly out to right field for the second out. Daniel Vonnegut coming to the plate next. He is the second baseman. His batting average at .381 on the season. Vonnegut has got 40 base hits and 105 trips to the plate. Those 40 hits, he's got 10 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs. There's a throw over to first base, and sneaking back in there is going to be Tyler Vance. So Vance, your base runner down there at first base. He's got 17 stolen bases so far this year. He's 17 out of 20 in swiping bases. He's got a good-sized lead right now. Xander Hardy will look that way for Hastings and offers one at the plate. It's going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So Tyler Vance, second on the team in stolen bases. 17 out of 20. Average size lead over there. Evan Morrison will hold them on defensively for the Broncos at first base. 1-0 is the count here. There's a throw to first. That's not in time as Tyler Vance is back in there. Bronco baseball for you here today on Extreme Sports. Also on the Hastings College streaming services today. So wherever you are, glad you could join us from a frigid Duncan Field today. 1 ball, no strikes here to Vandengut. He's going to foul this one away down the right field line, and nobody's going to be able to get to that one. Tristan Martinez gave chase, but couldn't get there. It's a long strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Daniel Vandengut. For the Lancers, Vandengut has walked 13 times so far this year. He has struck out 5 times. Xander Hardy working from the stretch with Tyler Vance over there at first base. There's a throw over there again. Diving back in there is going to be Vance. The count here at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men out from Mal Barty. We're in the top half of the first inning. No score between the Lancers and the Broncos. Mal Barty with a base runner at first base. Hardy looking for the sign from Joshua Magnahay. Comes set, fires under the plate. That's going to be fouled away over here on the first base side. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count to a Daniel Vandengut. Kimo Walensky, the right fielder, will be up there next. He's swinging the bat down here in the on-deck circle on the first base side. Mount Barty in their white pants and their North Carolina blue tops here today. Hastings in their white pants and their crimson tops. 1-2 is the count. Here's the next pitch there by Hardy. That one is a fastball. It's going to miss outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Vance down there at first base for Mount Marty. And the wind's blowing out of the north today at about 16 miles per hour, blowing out on the hitters here at Duncan. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch is hit on the ground. Valdez at shortstop goes over to second. Against the force out there, and the inning is over here for Mount Marty. So the Lancers, they score no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning with a score. Mount Marty nothing. Hastings coming to bat. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Calling the foul.
The home of 24/7 Sports Talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, Hastings College baseball here today on Extreme Sports. No score between the Lancers of Mount Marty and Hastings. Victor Rojas going to lead things off here for Hastings College. It'll be Rojas, Morrison, and Bruno. First three guys that come to the plate here to take on Danny Mosera and the Lancers of Mount Marty. There's a pitch in there for a strike. Danny Mosera, 0-2 in the season, 9.00 is his earned run average. 13 innings pitched this year, giving up 13 hits, 13 runs. All 13 have been earned. 10 base on balls and 14 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .265 against him. He's a right-handed thrower here for Mount Marty. Tyler Rojas is at the plate here for Hastings. His batting average on the season is sitting at .286. Pitch is going to be down low for a ball here. And Rojas now even up on the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Rojas has got 20 base hits and 70 trips to the plate. 4 doubles. He's got a couple of triples, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. That one's going to be hit to short, and the throw over to first base is going to be just in time. Tyler Vance grabs it. His throw over to first baseman Cooper Benaric was a little bit low. Benaric grabs it off of the carpet here and records the out. Tyler Rojas is throwing out from short to first. Evan Morrison coming up to the plate next. Morrison, a .381 hitter on the season, 32 base hits and 84 trips to the plate. He is a left-handed hitter. And the pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike. Morrison, out of those 32 base hits, he's got 7 doubles. He's got 3 triples. He's got 6 home runs, 21 RBIs, 63 total bases. There's a ball hit to second. Easy play there for Van de Gut as he underhands the ball to Benaric at first base, and Morrison is down as he grounds out to second base. Samuel Bruno coming to the plate next. Bruno is the left fielder. Bruno, the second leading hitter on the team, .384 is his batting average. 28 base hits and 73 trips to the plate. He's got 5 doubles. He's got a couple of triples. No homers. 22 RBIs so far this year. Samuel Bruno, 7 base on balls and 9 strikeouts so far this year. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike, and we're even up on the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men out for Hastings here in the bottom of the first. No score between the Broncos and the Lancers. Action from the Great Plains Athletic Conference today. There's a ball hit right by the third baseman's glove, Reichen. That is a base hit into left field. Picked up there by Settlebeck, and going into second base, sliding in there safely, is going to be Samuel Bruno. So Bruno is going to get a double down the left field line. That's going to be his 6th double of the year. Bruno is on base at second. Goes right on by the third baseman's glove. That was Drew Reichen into left field, picked up by Ethan Settlebeck. So Bruno gets aboard here. Peyton Vargas is going to come to the plate next. He is the designated hitter. And now the home plate umpire is going to go out and chat with the base umpire here. And it's everything's going to be status quo. I don't know if they question the hit down the line or not, but a short conversation. Peyton Vargas is ready to come to the plate. Left-handed hitter here for the Broncos. His batting average is sitting at .295 on the season. So Vargas comes in there with a man on at second base and 2 men out. Pitch here by Mosera is going to be outside for a ball. Vargas, he's got 18 base hits and 61 trips to the plate, 5 doubles. No triples. He's got 4 home runs. He's got 17 RBIs so far this year. 1 ball, no strikes here to Vargas. Next pitch is hit on the ground towards second base, and that is going to be by the second baseman's glove in the right center field. That's going to score a run. Bruno is going to come home on the RBI single by Peyton Vargas. Vargas sends that one back up to the middle. I thought the second baseman, Van de Gut, would have a play on the ball there, but was just out of his stretched arms there and into right center field. That drives home the first run of the ball game, and Hastings goes out on top here by a score of 1-0. Bruno comes in from second base to score on the RBI single by Peyton Vargas here in the first inning. Tristan Martinez coming to the plate next. That one is behind him. It comes all the way back to the backstop. And running down to a second base on the wild pitch is going to be Vargas. So Vargas moves into scoring position at second. Tristan Martinez has a count of 1 ball and no strikes here at the plate. That pitch by Mosera got away from him as that one went sailing behind the batter here in the right-hand batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. Tristan Martinez waiting on the pitch. There's a bouncing ball toward third. Riken has got it. His throw across the diamond is going to be low. And the first baseman, Beneri, can't hang on to the ball. And everybody's going to be safe. The throw from Drew Riken was a little bit low, but certainly in the glove of Cooper Beneri, and he bobbles the ball. That's going to be an error chalked up on Mount Marty's third baseman. Hastings down with runners on at first and third base here in the first inning. And Cody Hayes is going to come to the plate next. So an error chalked up there on the Mount Marty. On the third baseman in Drew Riken. Cody Haynes going to come to the plate next. He is the center fielder. Haynes with a batting average of .286 on the season. 14 base hits, 49 trips to the plate for Cody Haynes. 2 men out, 1 run in for Hastings here in the bottom of the first inning. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball 2-0. Cody Haynes, no extra base hits so far this year. But he does have 11 RBIs on the season, 11 base on balls, and 12 strikeouts. Next pitch is inside. The runner's going to go from first base to throw down there at second base. They've got him. So Tristan Martinez is going to be thrown out, attempting to steal. And the inning is over here for Hastings in the first. But the Broncos come up with 1 run, couple of base hits, 1 error on Mount Marty, 1 runner left on base. We go to the second inning of play with a score. Hastings 1, Mount Marty nothing. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others, but...
It only seemed right. We both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together. And we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, back here, Duncan Field and Hastings, 1-0 is the score. Hastings out on top of Mount Marty here this afternoon. Kimo Walensky is going to come to the plate here to begin the second inning for the Lancers. And the pitch is going to be in there for a strike in the outside corner. Xander Hardy back out and throwing for Hastings. Kimo Walensky, again, a .259 hitter on the season here for the Lancers, who have a overall mark of 13-19. They are 4-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Identical record as Hastings. We're both tied for 8th place in the conference right now. Of course, the top 8 teams following the regular season will move into the GPAC postseason tournament. That's still a couple of weeks away. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Walensky. Xander Hardy throwing here for Hastings College. He hit a man in the first inning. That was the only base runner for Mount Marty in the opening frame. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Walensky. He's got 19 base on balls so far this season. He's got 10 strikeouts, 14 base hits, and 54 trips to the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hardy's next pitch is going to be a little bit outside for a ball, 3-1. Walensky, out of those 14 base hits, he's got a double and he's got 3 home runs for his extra base hits, 11 RBIs out of his number 5 hole for the Lancers. 3 balls and 1 strike. Xander Hardy coming set with nobody on the base paths here. Next pitch is going to be inside down low. That's going to be a base on balls, and Walensky will head down to the bag at first base. First walk of the ball game given up now by Xander Hardy. Coming up there next is going to be Connor Machad, the designated hitter. He's got a batting average of .298 on the season. Machad has got 14 base hits and 47 trips to the plate so far this year. Throw to first base, not in time, as Kimo Walensky is back in there for the Lancers. Kimo's got 6 stolen bases so far this year, 6 out of 7 in swiping bases. Pitch comes to the plate there by Xander Hardy. Is going to be a little bit outside. 1-0 is the count to Connor Machad. Machad has got 19 base on balls so far this year. He's got 11 strikeouts. There's a fastball delivered up there. It's going to nick the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got Hastings College softball tomorrow here on Extreme Sports. Midland in town to take on Hastings in a pair of games out at the Smith Complex. Action gets underway at 2 tomorrow. On the air with the pregame show at 1:45 here on Extreme Sports. 1-1 is the count. There's a throw over to first base. Not in time. Getting back in there is going to be Kimo Walensky. Hastings anticipating bunt here in this situation. Levi Fletcher was charging from third base. Now he sneaks up there again defensively. Here's a bunt that's going to be popped up, and it's going to get out of play. Comes up over the fence, out of play here on the third base side. So Connor Machad has a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the second inning of play here today. This first game scheduled for 7 between the Lancers and the Broncos. Mount Marty had a base runner in the first inning and did not score. Walensky is on the base pads right now over here at first base with nobody out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to the plate. Popped up over here on the third base side, and it's going to fall right in front of the Bronco dugout over here. Nobody can get to it. So the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bronco baseball coming your way here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Chilly day with the feels like temperature sitting at 24 degrees at game time today. North winds at about 16 miles per hour. A lot more people, staff members in the press box today. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Connor Machad. He's a left-handed hitter. Oh, and it hits him in the head. Hits him in the head. Connor Machad on a 1-2 count is beamed by a pitch. Fortunately, he had the batting helmet on. He's all right as he shakes the cobwebs loose and heads down to the bag at first base. And now Mount Marty's got runners out at first and second base and nobody out here in the second inning of play. That's the second Lancer that Xander Hardy has hit. And now Jacob Pascuzzi is going to come to the plate next. Pascuzzi is the catcher. .345 batting average. He squares around the bunt. He's going to take a strike here. First baseman Evan Morrison was charging. Pascuzzi could not lay down the bunt, however. No balls and 1 strike here. Xander Hardy throwing here for the Broncos, left-handed thrower. Again, they square around the bunt here at the plate. It goes after that one. It's going to be a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Pascuzzi couldn't lay down a bunt. Charging was the first baseman, Evan Morrison, for Hastings College. And now we'll see what they elect to do here with 2 strikes at the plate. 0-2 to Jacob Pascuzzi. Mount Marty with runners on at first and second base, nobody out. Trailing in the game by a score of 1-0. Next pitch is a fastball. It's going to be outside. 1-2 is the count. Broncos are supposed to play Midland yesterday in a doubleheader up in Fremont. That series was moved to Monday because of the weather conditions. So these 2 games here are actually games 1 and 2 of the weekend for Hastings instead of 3 and 4. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be way outside for a ball. Now 2-2. However, the starting rotation was set up depending on opponents this weekend. Victor talked about that during the pregame show. Normally, Mount Marty does not hit the ball as well against left-handed pitching. So Hastings going with a couple of left-handers in this doubleheader today, including this first game with Xander Harvey. Next pitch is going to be up high for a ball. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Xander got to find the strike zone here. Base runners on at first and second base. We're in the second inning of play. Hastings has got the lead here in this one. 1-0 is the score. Hardy is going to work from the stretch as he looks at the runner at second base. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch, and a swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Strikeout is a Jacob Pascuzzi strikes out. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game now for Xander Hardy. Coming up there next is going to be Ethan Senovec. He is the left fielder. Senovec with a batting average of .313 on the season. Another left-handed hitter coming to the plate here for the Lancers. Senovec has got 15 base hits in 48 trips to the plate so far this year. There's a swing and a miss there. 0-1 to Ethan Senovec. Senovec has got 3 doubles for his extra base hits this year. He's got a couple of home runs, 12 RBIs, 24 stolen bases on the year, 24 total bases on the year. Next pitch is a fastball that just misses. 1-1. Ethan Senovec has walked 10 times so far this year. He has struck out 18 times. Walensky is on at second base for Mount Marty. You've got Kanu Mashad down there at first base. Hastings will not hold those base runners on. 1-1 is the count with 1 out. Next pitch comes inside and it hits him. That's the 3rd batter that Hardy has hit here in the first 1+ innings here. Senovec is going to head down to the bag at first base. Now the bases are loaded here in the second. And Drew Reichen is going to come to the plate next. And here comes the head man, Victor Rojas, out of the dugout immediately out of the third base hole here. He's going to come out and talk with Xander Hardy. So Hardy has hit 3 batters here in the first 1 1/3 innings of work here. He's hit 3 batters and he has walked the batters. That's 4 free passes already given to Mount Marty here in this ball game. Drew Reichen to the plate next, a .261 hitter on the season. Reichen has got 12 base hits in 46 trips to the plate. A couple of doubles for his extra base hits. He's got 1 home run. He's got 14 RBIs so far this year. He will bat from the right-hand side. 1-0 is the score. Hastings has got the lead, but Mount Marty threatening here in the top half of the second inning with the bases loaded and 1 man out. There's a breaking pitch thrown there by Reichen that's going to miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Drew Reichen, number 9 in the batting order here for the Lancers. Top of the order, and Jalen Owens would be up there next. 1 ball, no strikes to Reichen. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike on the outside corner. And the count now sitting at 1 ball and 1 strike. Senovic is on at first base. Mashad is on at second base. Walensky is over here at third base. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. There's a ball hit to second base. It's going to be bobbled there by Rojas. He then steps on the bag. And now they throw it to third base, and he's going to be safe down there at third. A run comes in to score. All right, so Riken is going to get a board on the fielder's choice. They're going to get the force out on Ethan Senovic at second base. Coming to score is going to be Walensky. That ties the score up at 1 apiece. Kanu Mashad goes from second to third. The throw over to third was not in time. Mashad slides in under the tag. So now we're tied up at 1 run apiece. And the Mount Marty has got runners on at first and third base, but now there's 2 outs. The Broncos unable to turn the double play there with Victor Rojas at second base. So instead, a run comes in to score. We're tied up at a run apiece now in the top of the second. There's a ball drilled into center field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to give Mount Marty the lead. A base hit there by the leadoff man in the batting order, and Jalen Owens, as he drives home a run here for the Lancers, and Mount Marty goes out on top of Hastings by the score of 2-1. Riken moves over to second base on the play. Jalen Owens is on at first base. Bouchard comes in and taps the plate for the second run of the ball game. So now it's 2-1. The Lancers have the lead. Tyler Vance is going to come to the plate next. Vance was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Starts the day with a batting average of .404 for Tyler Vance. There's the pitch there. It's going to be a little bit outside. 1-0 is the count. Vance wanted to pull the trigger and does not. Tyler Vance, the leading hitter of the team, batting-wise. .404 is his average. 46 base hits and 114 trips to the plate so far this year for Tyler Vance. There's a check swing there. Did he go around with it? Yes, he did. 1-1 is the count to Tyler Vance. Vance has got 11 doubles so far this year. He's got 3 triples. He's got 6 home runs, 44 RBIs. Tyler Vance has struck out 24 times, and he has walked 17 times. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out toward the right field. Tristan Martinez moves to his right. He grabs the ball on the run, and the inning is over. Tyler Vance, he flies out to the right fielder, Tristan Martinez, for Hastings, but the Lancers come up with a couple of runs here in this inning. 2 runs on 1 base hit. No errors on Hastings. And 2 runners left on base. So we're at the bottom of the second inning. The score, it's Mount Marty 2, Hastings 1. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so was great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field in Hastings, bottom of the second inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. First game of 2 between the Lancers and the Broncos. Mount Marty has got the lead. It is now a 2-1 ball game. Hastings batting here in the bottom of the second. Cody Haynes, Levi Fletcher, Joshua Magnahay. Then we'll see Jace Valdez coming to the plate if Hastings can get something rolling. Broncos scored a run in the first inning on a couple of base hits. Had the 1-0 lead, but the Lancers coming back with 2 runs here in the top of the second to grab the lead. Cody Haynes is at the plate here for the Broncos. Haynes with a batting average of .286 on the season. He's got 14 base hits and 49 trips to the plate, and there's a swing and a miss. Haynes goes down on the strikeout. Quick at bat here.
Number 8, Levi Fletcher.
Levi Fletcher coming up there next. Haynes strikes out. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game for Danny Mosera. Levi Fletcher to the plate. He was big the other day against Northwestern. Fletcher hit a grand slam in the last game of that 4-game series between the Red Raiders and the Broncos. Fletcher going yard on his last at-bat there in this series in the 9th inning. Hastings got out of there with a 10-3 win over Northwestern, winning 1 out of the 4 games. So Fletcher, a .405 batting average now in the season. 15 base hits, 37 trips to the plate. There's a bouncing ball toward third, fielded behind the bag. A long throw over to first base. That's going to be in time. Drew Reichen picks it up on a couple of hops behind the bag at third base. Makes a long throw across the diamond to the first baseman, Cooper Benaric. It bounced to him, but Cooper hangs on to it, and Levi Fletcher is thrown out from third to first. Joshua Magnahay is going to come to the plate next for Hastings. Magnahay down here in the number 8 spot in the batting order. His average is sitting at .241 on the season. Magnahay with 7 base hits and 29 trips to the plate. First pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball, 1-0. Magnahay, out of those 7 base hits, he's got a couple of doubles to his credit. Actually, 7 base hits and 29 trips to the plate. Couple of doubles for his extra base hits. He's driven home 7 runs. 1 ball, 1 strikes now to Magnahay. Joshua has walked 5 times. He has struck out 6 times so far this year. Next pitch is going to miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Drew Mosera comes to the belt and fires one to the plate. That's going to be down low for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Mosera working from the stretch with nobody on the base pads. He's a right-handed thrower here for the Lancers of Mount Marty. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. It's going to be fouled away. And the count is full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 men out. And the only other action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today, Northwestern 2-game series at Doane today. Ahead of the Easter holiday break on Sunday. Some of the teams not playing on Sunday. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's one that's going to be hit out to a center field. Owens, plenty of room to grab it, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over as the Broncos get down in order here in the second inning. Hastings with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the third with a score. Mount Marty 2, Hastings 1. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Looking for the place in Hastings where people go for great food and good times? Head to Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill. For more than 25 years, Bullseye's has been a Hastings institution, the spot where friends gather, games are watched, and memories are made. And every night of the week brings a can't-miss special. Tuesday features the pork ribeye. Wednesday is legendary wing night, crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Thursday is the chicken buffet. Come hungry. Friday is pick your protein with your entree cooked to order plus all-you-can-eat sides and the salad bar. And Saturday wraps it up with steak specials. Great food, great atmosphere, and a Hastings tradition for more than a quarter century. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone.
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at Duncan Field in Hastings. The Broncos trailing the Lancers 2-1. First game of our doubleheader here this afternoon. Lancers batting here in the top half of the third. We've got the top of the order. Nope, it's going to be Cooper Bednarik at the plate here. The number 3 hitter in the batting order for Mount Marty, left-handed hitter. Pitching going to be outside for a ball here. Xander Hardy coming back out and throwing for Hastings here in this third. But Eric flew out to right field his first time up there. The average on the 2026 campaign right now, sitting at 344. Xander Hardy comes set as he fires one to the plate here. It's going to be in there for a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. In Hastings College softball tomorrow, Midland in town to take on Hastings out at the Smith Complex. Action gets underway at 2, pregame show, 1:45 tomorrow on Extreme Sports. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike here to Cooper Bednarik. Cooper has walked 24 times so far this year. He has struck out 16 times. Bednarik's got 32 base hits and 93 trips to the plate. Hardy comes set. There's a 3-1 pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball, and he walks him. So Cooper Bednarik is on the base pads at first. Coming up there next is going to be Daniel Vondegut. He is the second baseman. He reached a fielder's choice in the first inning. So now Xander Hardy has hit 3 batters in this ball game. And now he's walked a couple of guys and has given up 1 base hit. Broncos are trailing the ball game to the Lancers by the score of 2-1. Daniel Vondegut is a right-handed hitter here. Bednarik is your base runner down there at first base for Mount Marty. Xander Hardy, the left-hander, looks that way, offers one to the plate. That's going to be fouled away. And in the parking lot, they count 1 ball and 1 strike. Bednarik in stealing bases this year. He is 4 out of 5 in swiping bases. At Mount Marty, they like to run the base pads. They've got 110 stolen bases this year. 110 for 125. Here's one that's going to be fouled away again on the first base side, out of play. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. At the high school baseball here at Duncan Field last night, with York knocking off the Adams Central baseball team by a score of 5-0. College baseball today in a chilly start with a game time temp today at 40 degrees, and the feels like temperature sitting at 24. So we came to the park today. Next pitch is going to be fouled away over here on the first base side, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just hoping we don't see any sort of precipitation today. It could be in the form of the white stuff, as cold as it is. Nothing in the forecast, however. We should see the sun, or maybe the first part of the second ball game today. There's the next pitch, and a swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Vandegat goes down, strikeout number 2 in the ball game now for Xander Hardy. Kimo Walensky is going to come to the plate next. Walensky had a base on balls in the second inning of play, came around to score one of those 2 runs. Started the day with a batting average of .259. So Walensky comes up there, a right-handed hitter, as he will face Xander Hardy, who looks at the runner at first base and throws one over there. Diving back in there is going to be Cooper Bednarik. Levi Fletcher is at third base for Hastings. Jace Valdez is at shortstop. Tyler Rojas is at second base, and Evan Morrison is over here at first. Joshua Magdahay is behind the plate, and Xander Hardy is on the bump. There's the next pitch. Is going to be in there for a strike right at the knees on the outside corner. 0-1 is the count to Kimo Walensky. Out in the outfield for Hastings, Samuel Bruno is out in left field. Cody Haynes is out in center field. And Tristan Martinez is the right fielder. Top half of the third inning, 2-1 is the score. Mount Marty with a lead. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be a fastball that misses outside, and the count evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Northwestern and Doane playing today. Top of the 7th inning in Crete. Doane is leading Northwestern by a score of 15-7. They get off to an early start today, and again, Doane with a 15-7 lead over Northwestern. The first game of a doubleheader in Crete today. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count to Kimo Walensky. He is the right fielder. Mount Marty with a base runner. That's a Cooper Bednarik down there at first base for the Lancers, inching away from the bag. Morrison will hold him on defensively for the Broncos. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. We're even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Broncos have got a right-hander starting to warm up down there in the bullpen on the third base side. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 man out here for Mount Marty in the third inning of play. Bednarik is your base runner down there at first base. Here comes the next pitch to the plate. It's going to be down low for a ball. Now 3-2. It's stopped there behind the plate from Joshua Magdahay. Three and 2 is the count now with 1 man out. Cooper Mashad, the designated hitter, would be next. 3-2 the count here. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be popped up out in center field, giving chase, and making a diving grab on the ball is Cody Haynes. He hangs onto it and gets the ball back to the infield. He goes tumbling down to the natural grass out there in right center field. He makes a nice grab on the ball as he goes tumbling to the turf. That's going to be the second out. Runner's going to put on the brakes and go back to first base. So Cooper Bednarik stays at first base. Kimo Walensky is going to fly out to center field. A nice grab out there by Cody Haynes. And Connor Mashad is going to come up to the plate next. He was beaten by a pitch in the second inning and came in to score. Connor Mashad, still with a batting average of .298. There's a high fly ball again out to Haynes in center field, and he makes the catch. So Cody Haynes back-to-back putouts out there in the center field. Mount Marty, they score no runs here in the third. No runs and no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. Go to the bottom of the third inning with a score. Mount Marty 2, Hastings 1. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco baseball on Extreme Sports.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
There's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Call it the foul.
The home of 24/7 Sports Talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
Now batting number 1.
All right, the Broncos coming up here in the third inning, trailing in the ball game by a score of 2-1. Up here for the Broncos, Jace Valdez. He comes up for the first time here in the third. Valdez, a .304 hitter for the Broncos. He's playing shortstop today for Hastings. Valdez, a right-handed hitter. He's going to smack this one out to the outfield. Plenty of room out there for your right fielder, and he's going to make the catch. That's Kimo Walensky. Jace Valdez is going to fly out to right to begin the third. So far for Hastings, a couple of base hits for the Broncos. That is both in the first inning, with Bruno and Vargas getting on board. A double and a single. Tyler Rojas coming up to the plate next for Hastings. He started the day with a batting average of .286. He grounded out his first time up there. Takes a whack here and will foul it away. No balls and one strike. The only other action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today is Northwestern playing at Doane. Playing a doubleheader in Crete. First game is in the books. Doane beats Northwestern by the score of 16-9. We're playing two games today. 0-2 here at the plate. There's a pitch to be up high for a ball, 1-2. This is Tyler Rojas at the plate here for Hastings. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. There's a fastball delivered up there by Mussera. That's going to just miss at the knees on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Tyler Rojas. .286 batting average on the season. There's a ball hit to the left side. It's going to be grabbed in the hole at the shortstop position by Tyler Vance, and he's not going to be able to make the throw at first base. Vance keeps that one from going into the outfield. Dives for the ball, but he was on the edge of the outfield grass, and that would have been a tough throw for the shortstop to catch Tyler Rojas. So that's going to be an infield single given to a Rojas. Evan Morrison is going to come up there next. 1 man out for Hastings. We're in the bottom half of the third inning. 2-1, Lancers have the lead. Evan Morrison to the plate here for the Broncos. He's the first baseman. Batting average on the season sitting at .381. Tyler Rojas will inch away from the bag over there at first base. The pitch is going to be outside down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Rojas in stealing bases this year. 13 out of 16. There's a strike delivered here at the plate. That's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Rojas is the leading stealer on the team, the only man in double figures as far as stolen bases are concerned. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. One ball and two strikes now to Evan Morrison. There's the ball that's going to be hit out toward right field. It is deep, it is deep, it is deep, and see ya! That is a home run at 405 feet away. It was deep, and it just kept on sailing out of here. And that is a home run by Evan Morrison, a two-run shot, and the Broncos have the lead. Evan Morrison knocks one out of here at Duncan Field. That's going to be his 7th home run of the season. You can go years without seeing a home run here at Duncan, and I think that's the 3rd one this season that I have seen out of the ballpark already. So Evan Morrison gets a 2-run home run here in the 3rd inning to give Hastings now a 3-2 advantage as Morrison blows one out of here. Morrison getting his 7th home run of the season. Hastings now with a 3-2 lead. Samuel Bruno is coming up there next. Takes a strike. Bruno, next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. That one might be in the parking lot of Big Dolly's Deli. Hard shot by a Morrison. A round tripper here. Next ball is going to be in there for a strike on Samuel Bruno. 1 man out for Hastings College. 2 runs in. Hastings down with a 3-2 lead over the Lancers. There's a ball hit to the left side. That's going to get through there for a base hit in the left field. Senovic is going to pick her up here. Samuel Bruno is going to get a base hit here for the Broncos. He gets the board. Peyton Vargas is going to come up to the plate next. He's the designated hitter. Yeah, he's got the best walk-up music ever. Peyton Vargas is going to come to the plate next, but not before we see a visit from the head man here for Mount Marty. I come out and talk with Danny Mosera. Just a courtesy call here as nobody is up and really throwing in the bullpen yet for Mount Marty. You're listening to Hastings College Baseball today here on Extreme Sports. We'll have softball action tomorrow. Midland in town to take on Hastings out of the Smith Complex. Action gets underway at 2 tomorrow. 1:45 for the pregame show here on Extreme Sports. That was originally set to start at 1 tomorrow, but they moved her back 1 hour. 2 o'clock starting time for softball at Smith tomorrow. Hastings and Midland. We'll have the action for you here on Extreme Sports. There's a butt laid down the third base line, fielded there. The throw over to first base on the hop. They have got him down there. Vargas is going to be retired in the play. Riken at third base throws it over to Bednarik. It was on the hop, but Cooper Bednarik hangs on to the ball and completes the out. Bruno heads down to his second base on the play. Tristan Martinez coming up to the plate next for Hastings. Martinez reached on an error in the first inning of play, and then he was caught stealing at second base. So Martinez 0 for 1 officially from the plate today. .347 is batting average on the season. There's the ball. It's going to be hit to center field. That's going to be a base hit around the bag at third. Coming home is Bruno. Here comes a throw. It's cut off, and now the throw to second base. They've got him down there. Tristan Martinez, he's going to get a single to drive home a run to give Hastings now a 4-2 advantage, but Martinez was trying to stretch that to a double, and he was thrown out as the throw came in there from the center fielder, Jalen Owens, and Martinez is thrown out at second base. So that will end the inning, but Hastings coming up with 3 runs in the third inning, including a 2-run home run by Evan Morrison. 3 runs, 4 base hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 3 innings in the books here this afternoon at Duncan Field. Hastings with a lead. The Broncos 4 and Mount Marty 2. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco baseball on Extreme Sports.
Celebrate Mother's Day. Make her day a little brighter with fresh, beautiful flowers. A simple, thoughtful gift that says thank you and I love you all at once. Fresh blooms, bright, cheerful colors, perfect for any mom. Order now for Mother's Day online at bobsassflowers.com or call us at 402-462-2179. Serving Hastings since 1955.
Taylor is living the Runza dream.
The Fry Life is the high life.
He's stacking up rewards on the Runza mobile app.
Points on points on points on points.
That's a lot of free food from Runza.
Yep, I'm headed there for lunch today.
Download the Runza mobile app to start getting rewards. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone.
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here, Duncan Field in Hastings. Bronco baseball on Extreme Sports is a 4-2 lead for the Broncos as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Jacob Pascuzzi, the catcher, is up there for Mount Marty. Ethan Senovic will follow him. Drew Reichen would be third here in this inning. Bottom third of the order here for the Lancers. There's the pitch there. It's going to be in there for a strike from Xander Hardy, who still is out there working for Hastings. Hardy's thrown 3 innings so far, giving up 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Pascuzzi is sitting at a count here of 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch way outside for a ball, 3-1 is the count. And the only other action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference going on in Crete, where the Tigers have beaten Northwest in the first game of 2. 16-9 was the first game today. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Jacob Pascuzzi. There's a big swing and a miss there. Nothing but error. And the count goes full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bruno, Haynes, and Martinez out of the outfield here for the Broncos from left to right, playing pretty deep out there with north winds blowing at about 16 miles per hour. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. There's a pitch that can be fouled away on the first base side. It gets out of play. Count remains at 3-2. Hastings sitting at 16-14 in the season. Coming off of the series last weekend where we dropped 3 of 4 games in Northwestern. Mount Marty 13-19 in the season. They dropped 3 of 4 games to Dort last weekend. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be a fastball, and that one misses. Outside and down low, so Jacob Pascuzzi is going to head down to the bag into first base. That's going to be a walk given up there by Hardy. That's going to be his 4th walk of this ball game. Coming up there next is going to be Ethan Senovic. So Ethan Senovic is going to come to the plate. He's a .313 hitter on the season. He was hit by a pitch back there in inning number 2. Senovic will step into the left-hand batter's box. Base runner is down there at the first base for the Lancers in a 4-2 ball game. There's a big swing and a miss there. No ball, no strike to Ethan Senovic. Courtesy runner running down there at first base now for the Lancers, for the catcher Pascuzzi. He takes a good-sized lead down there. Throw over there is not going to be in time. Hastings will be off both Saturday and Sunday for Easter, and then they'll get back into action on Monday on the road playing in Fremont against Midland. Those two games were originally scheduled for yesterday, but they got moved from Thursday to a Monday. Next pitch is going to miss outside. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and one to count for Mount Marty. They're in the 4th inning with a base runner on over here at first base. Hardy comes set. He looks at the runner at first. And now timeout's called here. Corbett Freeman is your base runner over there at first base. So Corbett Freeman inches away from the bag over there at first. He's running for the catcher, Jacob Pascuzzi. The count here at the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's one that's going to be fouled away by Ethan Senovic. And the count now is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You're listening to Hastings College baseball action here today on Extreme Sports. We're at Duncan Field in Hastings. First game of 2 today. This one going 7 innings. Second ball game will be 9 today. Marcus Miller is expected to get the start for Hastings in game 2. As the ball hit the Rojas at second, they go to second base for 1. That's all they're going to get. Senovic is going to reach on a fielder's choice. They top down Freeman down there at second base for the first out of the inning. Now here comes Drew Reichen to the plate next. Reichen reached on a fielder's choice back there in inning number 2. High school baseball, Adams Central off this weekend. They will play at Platteview on Monday. Hastings High baseball team. Tigers will be playing in the Elkhorn tournament this weekend. Both teams losing on Thursday. Hastings losing to Ralston. Adams Central dropping a game here against York last night. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be down low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes now to Drew Reichen. Start of the day with a batting average of .261. Reached on a fielder's choice back there in inning number 2. 4-2 is the score. Hastings has got the lead here. Mount Marty so far with 2 runs and 1 base hit in the ball game. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. It's down 2-2. Jalen Owens would be next for the Lancers. Xander Hardy, the thrower here for Hastings. Left-handed pitcher for the Broncos. He comes set. Looks to the runner at first. Throws under the plate. That's going to be fouled away. Back out of play, and the count still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Drew Reichen for Mount Marty. Reichen backs out of the batter's box, and now he's ready to go here. Touches the corner of the plate. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's on the way. That's going to miss outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I don't have to say it. I'm anxiously waiting for the quiet zone to be enacted here on this crossing. Something we passed here locally 6 or 7 years ago. We'll get around to fixing the quiet zone here soon. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. And a base on ball is given up here. So Reichen is going to get a base on balls here. Now Mount Marty has got base runners on at first and second base. And here comes Victor Rojas. He has seen enough of Xander Hardy. And we're going to have a pitching change here for the Broncos in the 4th inning of play. So a pitching change is coming up here for Hastings. We'll take a break. Hastings is out on top of Mount Marty. It's the Broncos 4 and the Lancers 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Head to Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Choose from your favorite sandwich or build your own burger or chicken sandwich just the way you like it. Your choice of cheese, sauces, and all your favorite toppings. Craving wings? Choose from over 20 sauces and rubs that bring the flavor every time. Grab an appetizer, catch the game on the big screens, or challenge your friends to a game of pool or darts. There's always something to do. And don't forget the daily lunch specials. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings.
All right, Devin Otto is going to be the new pitcher for the Broncos. He comes on here in the fourth inning with runners on at first and second base, and the Broncos hanging on to a 4-2 lead. First guy to see him is going to be Jalen Owens here for Mount Marty in the top half of the fourth inning. Lancers with runners on at first and second base. Otto, he threw very well in his last appearance against Nebraska Wesleyan last week. Here's a pitch that can be fouled away. 0-2. Otto has thrown 7, and actually he's 1-0 in the season now. 7.20 is his earned run average. 5 innings pitched, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 1 base on balls, and 2 strikeouts. There's a bouncing ball toward third. It's going to be in foul territory. The guy remains at 0-2. So Devin Otto out there now for the Broncos in relief of Xander Hardy. Hardy goes 3 1/3 innings today, gives up a hit and 2 runs so far. Both of those runs earned, 4 base on balls and 2 strikeouts. These guys on the base pads now get home. They will be charged to Hardy's statistics. 0-2. There's a high fly ball out in left center field. That could be trouble. It's going to fall. It's going to roll out near the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one at the plate, digging for 3. And a head first slide. A triple there for Jalen Owens. A 2-run triple by Jalen Owens for Mount Marty out to left center field. 2 runs coming to score, and the Lancers now go out on top of Hastings by the score of 5-4 here in this one. And now Tyler Vance going to come up there next. So Tyler Vance is going to come to the plate. Should be 4-4. That's going to be the case. 4-4 is the score now. Mount Marty and Hastings. There's a high fly ball out to the outfield. Coming on is going to be Haynes. Coming over Martinez. Martinez grabs it in right field. The throw in as the runner tags from third base and is not in time. Head first slide here at the plate by Jalen Owens. And now Mount Marty's got the lead 5-4. Tyler Vance flies out to right field. Martinez finally grabs it out there for the Broncos in front of Cody Haynes, the center fielder. But Vance got it deep enough to allow Jalen Owens to tag up from third base to score. And now the Lancers go out on top of Hastings by the score of 5-4 with 2 outs. Here in the fourth inning, Cooper Bednarik is going to come to the plate next. He's the first baseman. Cooper Bednarik is 0 for 1 in this ball game so far. He flew out to right field in inning number 1. Reached on a base on balls in the third. First pitch is going to be fouled away. No balls and 1 strike to the number 3 guy in the batting order here for the Lancers. Mount Marty. Daniel Banningut would be next, the second baseman. If Maneri can get aboard, here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's on the way. It's going to be inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. All the other action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today in Crete. Northwestern loses to Doane in the first game of 2. Tigers picking up the win 16-9 in the opener. Game that got started late this morning. It's in the books. They're playing game 2 right now. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. And the count is sitting at 1 ball and 1 strike now to the number 3 hitter in the batting order, and Cooper Bednarik. Devin Otto is now the pitcher for Hastings, right-handed thrower. Otto is working from the stretch with nobody on the base pads here for the Broncos. The count 2-1 it should be officially with 2 outs. Next pitch inside for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hastings will be off this weekend. Broncos will play again on Monday in Fremont against Midland University. Game's getting underway at 1 o'clock. Those games were originally scheduled for Thursday. They got moved to Monday. So it's a Friday-Monday schedule this weekend for the Broncos instead of Thursday-Friday. 3-1 is the count. Next pitch is going to be fouled away over here on the third base side. It gets out of play. And now we count 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. 2 men out here in the fourth inning of play. Otto will come set here. Big kick by Devin Otto, and a called third strike here, and he strikes him out. Nice pitch by Otto, gets Cooper Bednarik looking here in the fourth. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game for Devin Otto, and the inning is over for the Lancers of Marty. But they come up with 3 runs here in the fourth. 3 runs on 1 base hit. The triple there by Jalen Owens that produced a couple of runs. No errors on Hastings and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The score, it is Mount Marty 5, Hastings 4. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco baseball on Extreme Sports.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services 1 clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
All right, as we come back here in the fourth, Cody Haynes makes quick work of his at-bat. He's going to single down the left field line. He's going to take second base on the throw-in. So Cody Haynes gets aboard here for the Broncos to begin the fourth inning. 5-4 is the score. Hastings is now trailing Mount Barty. Lancers have got 5 runs on 2 hits and an error. Hastings with 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Levi Fletcher is at the plate down for the Broncos. Fletcher, .405 batting average to start today. He grounded out back there in inning number 2, so he's 0 for 1 so far today. Here comes a pitch to him. The ball is going to be hit out to center field. That's going to be caught out there. Nice grab by the center fielder from Mount Marty and Jalen Owens. And staying at second base is going to be Cody Haynes.
Joshua Magnahay.
Joshua Magnahay is going to come up to the plate next for Hastings. Magnahay is 0 for 1 so far today. He flew out to center field back there in inning number 2. 241 batting average on the season for Joshua Magnahay. He will bat here from the left-hand side, and the first pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 to Joshua Magnahay. Base runner is on down there at the second base for the Broncos. That is Cody Haynes. Here comes the next pitch to the plate. That's going to be down low for a ball. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Magnahay has got 7 base hits in 29 trips to the plate now. 4 runs scored. He's got a couple of doubles for his extra base hits. 7 RBIs on the year. Next pitch to Magnahay is going to be inside. The ball momentarily gets away from past Kuzi, but not far enough to allow the base runner to advance. Joshua Magnahay has walked 5 times so far this year. He has struck out 6 times. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 man out for the Broncos. Here comes the next pitch to Magnahay. That's going to be inside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Game number 2 going at about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one here this afternoon at Duncan. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball, and he walks him. Joshua Magnahay heads down the bag at first on a walk.
Number 1, Jace Valdez.
Jace Valdez coming up to the plate next. Ben Richter is going to be your base runner now for the catcher down there at first base. So Richter will run at first base. Cody Haynes is on at second base. There's 1 out for the Broncos. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Jace Valdez is the guy at the plate here for the Broncos. And the pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Danny Mosera continues to throw out there. He's going all the way for the Lancers. Here comes the next pitch. That's going to be in there right down the pipe. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike to Jace Valdez. Valdez with 24 base hits so far this year. 79 trips to the plate. He hits that ball out to a left center field. But covering a lot of ground is the center fielder Owens. He makes the catch. The runner is going to tag at second to throw in there. Is not going to be in time. So Jace Valdez is going to fly out to left center field. Thought that might reach the gap there, but Jalen Owens, the center fielder, he covers a lot of territory out there. He grabs the ball on the run. Haynes is going to tag up. He will move from second to third on the play. Richter stays at first base for the Broncos. Now there's 2 outs. Tyler Rojas is going to come to the plate next for the Broncos. Rojas is 1 for 2 in this ball game. Grounded out in the first inning, had a single, scored a run in inning number 3. And here comes the pitch to him. It's going to be inside for a ball. Just stands there in the right-hand batter's box, and that one nearly beamed him. 1 ball and no strikes to Tyler Rojas here for the Broncos. Rojas has got, 20 base hits so far this year. Stands in the right-hand batter's box. The next pitch is a breaking pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. Rojas 20 out of 70 coming into the ball game today. He's got 4 doubles. He's got a couple of triples. Rojas with a home run. 8 RBIs on the year. 10 base on balls and 17 strikeouts. Next pitch is going to miss down low, and they count 2 balls and 1 strike. 5-4 is the score. Lancers have got a 1-run lead. Hastings threatening here in the 4th inning with runners on at first and third base. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doane beats Northwestern, first game of 2 today in Crete, 16-9. We're playing 2 games this afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Next pitch way outside for a ball. And they count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rojas is at the plate. You've got Cody Haynes down there at third base. Ben Rector running at first base. 3-2 is the count. Richter goes at first base. Throw to the plate is going to miss inside, and the bases are loaded. Tyler Rojas is going to get a walk here in the 4th. That loads up the bases.
22, Evan Morrison.
Evan Morrison coming to the plate next. Phil Pascuzzi goes out and has a couple of words with Mo Serra. Morrison, the last time up there, had that home run, the 2-run homer over the fence at 405 feet away. He hits that ball out to a right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Picked up on the hop there by Owens. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one in the plate. Hastings grabs the lead. Evan Morrison having a monster day today. Morrison's second base hit of the ball game. He's now got 4 RBIs. And the Broncos go back out on top here in this seesaw battle. Now a 6-5 ball game. Cody Haynes comes in from third base to score. Richter comes in from second base to score for the Broncos. Rojas is going to move down to a second base on the play. Morrison is on at first, and here comes the head man now for Mount Marty. Going to visit the mound. Now we're going to have a pitching change. We've got a reliever trotting in from the bullpen. So we're going to have a pitching change here for Mount Marty in the 4th inning. We'll take a break with the score. Hastings 6, Mount Marty 5. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Looking for the place in Hastings where people go for great food and good times? Head to Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill. For more than 25 years, Bullseye's has been a Hastings institution, the spot where friends gather, games are watched, and memories are made. And every night of the week brings a can't-miss special. Tuesday features the pork ribeye. Wednesday is legendary wing night. crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Thursday is the chicken buffet. Come hungry. Friday is pick your protein with your entree cooked to order plus all-you-can-eat sides and the salad bar. And Saturday wraps it up with steak specials. Great food, great atmosphere, and a Hastings tradition for more than a quarter century. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the number one sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, the new pitcher for Mount Marty is going to be Garrett Simpson. He comes in here in the fourth inning with Hastings out on top by a score of 6-5. Guy here at the plate is going to be Samuel Bruno for Hastings. Simpson is 2-1 in the season, 7.30 is earned run average. He's thrown 12 in the third innings. He's given up 15 hits, 10 runs, all 10 earned, 7 base on balls, and 12 strikeouts. Teams are batting .326 against him. There go the runners, and the ball's going to be hit to the right side. It's going to be grabbed by the second baseman. His throw over to first base is got to be in time. Close play there at the first base on Samuel Bruno. Vonnegut throws it to Monerick and gets the out over there at first base. And now the home plate umpire and the base umpire will confer. And quick conversation. He's going to be out over there at first base. So they had the double steal on. Vonnegut at the second base was going over to cover the bag. Bruno does exactly what he was supposed to do, and that's hit the ball to the right side, right where Vonnegut was supposed to be. But he makes a nice play on the ball as he dives forward, and he makes the grab and gets it over to first base just in the nick of time to get the out on the Samuel Bruno. But Hastings comes up with a couple of runs here in the fourth inning. 2 runs on 3 base hits, no errors. A couple of runners left on base. 4 innings in the books this afternoon. The Broncos have the lead. Hastings 6, Mount Marty 5. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco baseball on Extreme Sports.
Brandon is super pumped about Runza.
Runza is so sweet.
Especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones, 4 flavors of shakes, chocolate chip cookies, and ice cream sandwiches.
Literally sweet.
Aw, I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I love Runza.
So sweet of you. Come satisfy your sweet tooth. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Back at Duncan Field, we head to the 5th inning of play. This first game scheduled for 7 here today between the Lancers and the Broncos. Hastings now with a 6-5 lead here in this one. Up in the plate here is going to be Daniel Vonnegut, the second baseman. 0 for 2 so far in the ball game today. Batting average on the year sitting at .381. Devin Otto's pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 1-2 is the count. So Otto comes back out and throws there. He was a replacement in the fourth inning for Xander Hardy, who got the start for Hastings and lasted until the fourth. There's a high fly ball out toward right center. Coming over is going to be your right fielder Martinez, and he's going to grab the ball. Daniel Vandegut is going to fly out officially to the right fielder Tyler Martinez out in the right center. Kimo Walensky is going to come up there next. So the final numbers are now complete on Xander Hardy. He goes officially 3 1/3 innings tonight, or this afternoon. Gives up a 1 hit, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 4 base on balls, and 2 strikeouts. There's a ball that's going to be hit out to Cody Haynes in center field for the second out. So Walensky is going to fly out to center. Connor Bouchard is going to come up to the plate next. He is the designated hitter. Bouchard with a .298 batting average on the season. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's flown out to center field in this ball game, so he is 0 for 1. Connor Bouchard is a left-handed hitter. First game of 2 here today between Hastings and Mount Marty. Pitch by Otto is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Second ball game will start about 30 minutes upon the completion of this one here today. Second ball game will go 9 innings. 1 ball and no strikes here to Connor Bouchard. Otto working from the stretch with nobody on the base pads. He comes set. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike to Connor Bouchard for the Lancers. Bouchard with 14 base hits and 47 trips to the plate so far this year. He's scored 5 runs. Next pitch is going to miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Connor Bouchard has got 4 doubles for his extra base hits so far this year. He's got 5 RBIs, 7 base on balls, and 11 strikeouts. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Otto's next pitch is going to be fouled away. And the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fletcher, Valdez, Rojas, and Morrison around the infield left to right. Third base to first base. Bruno, Haynes, and Martinez out of the outfield. 3-1 is the count. There's a high fastball and a swing and a miss. Full count now on Connor Bouchard. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bouchard backs out of the batter's box, and now he's ready to go. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. Devin Otto winds and throws the ball on the plate. That's going to be lined on the first base side. Foul territory by the first base coach down there in the box. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a chilly start to the day today. Temp was at 40 this morning. We got started right about noon or just after noon. With a feels-like condition at 24 degrees. There's a pitch that's going to be fouled away over here on the third base side. It gets out of play, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Doesn't look as if it's warming up too much. They tell us 46 now here at the ballpark with a feels-like temperature of 31 degrees. Next pitch is going to come inside, and he's going to walk him. So Connor Bouchard is going to get a walk here in the 5th. And that's going to bring up Jacob Pascuzzi next, the catcher. So Pascuzzi, who was standing in the on-deck circle, he's going to get rid of the shin guards. Now he's ready to go as he enters the right-hand batter's box. Pascuzzi, .345 hitter on the season. He has struck out once, and he has walked once so far in this ball game. 6-5 is the score. Hastings has got the lead. We're in the 5th inning of play. Here comes the pitch to the plate, a breaking pitch by Devin Otto. It's going to stay inside for a ball, 1-0. Hastings 16-14 in the season. Mount Marty coming in 13-19. However, both of these teams are now 4-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Here's the ball. It's going to be fouled away. Back at us, back out of play. 1-1 to count. Tied for 8th place. Remember, the top 8 teams out of the regular season standings will play later on this year in the postseason tournament. So, obviously, an important ball game, important series here between Hastings and Mount Marty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the ground ball. Rojas at second has got it, bobbles the ball, flips it to second base for 1. That's all they needed, and the inning is over. So a hard-hit ball by Pascuzzi to the second baseman, and Rojas, he bobbles the ball initially, but then flips it over to the shortstop, Jace Valdez, covering bag, and the inning is over for Mount Marty. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with a score: Hastings 6, Mount Marty 5 on Extreme Sports.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated, and sometimes we did better at that than others, but
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family, and so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close, we have each other, we get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this. I'm trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, the Broncos have the lead, 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. This is Peyton Vargas at the plate here for the Broncos, number 4 in the batting order. Tristan Martinez will follow him. Cody Haynes is in the hole here for Hastings. There's the ball going to be hit out toward left field. It's going to curve over into foul territory. 2 balls, 1 strike to Vargas. He has singled so far today. RBI single, that was in the 1st inning. Grounded out in the 3rd, so he's 1 for 2 today. Batting average on the season is sitting at .295. Garrett Simpson is the guy on the mound here for Mount Marty. Next pitch is going to be fouled away down the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Simpson came on in the last inning. Starter was Danny Mosera today for Mount Marty. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, a breaking pitch that hangs out wide for a ball. Now 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. Next pitch will be fouled away. Back toward the backstop here. The count remains at 3-2. Broncos getting their leadoff man in the last inning on base. Did not in the third, did not in the second, and did not in the first inning of play. 3-2 is the count here. Next pitch going to be fouled away. Back over Seguin, out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Vargas for the Broncos. Vargas, a left-handed hitter. Vargas back into the left-hand batter's box, and here comes the 3-2 pitch on the way. It's going to be hit out toward center field. Owens goes back, and it's up against the wall at 408 feet away. Trotting to a second base on the play with a stand-up double is going to be Peyton Vargas. That one just kept carrying and carrying and carrying out to a center field. And that one falls at the base of the wall at straightaway center field at 408 feet away. But now Vargas is going to come out. That's going to be Ben Richter is going to come out and run for him at the second base. So Tristan Martinez will come to the plate next. Richter is now your base runner at second, but that was a hard hit ball by Peyton Vargas out to center field. That's Peyton's 6th double of the season. He stands up at the second base, and he now trots out for the field toward the third base dugout. Otto is out there now for Hastings as a base runner. 6-5 is the score. Broncos have got the 1-run lead. Now Simpson kind of wheels toward the second base with no throw. But Richter is back in there. Now he takes the lead again. Down there at second base. Martinez is your batter. He's 1 for 2 so far in this ball game. Pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball. Martinez reached on an error in the first inning, then had the RBI single in inning number 3. 6-5 is the score here. Broncos have got the lead. The pitch here to Martinez is going to be in there, about letter high. On the inside corner. One ball and 1 strike here. Tristan Martinez, right-handed hitter. Squares around the bunt, pulls her back here, and will take a pitch down low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, don't put the winter coats away yet, gang. Put the attire on, come back out here. Baseball action, Hastings in Mount Marty. Martinez around, again squares around the bunt. He takes a strike, and a throw down to second base is down in time. And Martinez now with a count here of 2 balls and 1 strike. It's warmed up slightly since we got started today. It feels like temperature is right around 30 right now. Temp is sitting at 46 degrees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out for Hastings here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 3-2. Hastings College softball tomorrow. The Broncos and the Midland University Warriors from the Smith Complex in Hastings. First pitch will be at 2. Pregame show 1:45 tomorrow afternoon right here. Ground ball left side in the hole at shortstop. They grab the ball, but no throw. And a base hit there for Martinez. Tristan Martinez is going to get a base hit. It was snagged there right on the edge of the outfield grass by Tyler Vance, the shortstop, but he had no chance. No chance. Had to bag it first. Cody Haynes going to come up to the plate next for Hastings. Haynes had a strikeout in inning number 2. He had a double, scored a run in the 4th inning. 1 for 2 today. Pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Pascuzzi, the catcher, up in a hurry, looking toward his second base. But Richter is back in there for the Broncos. So no balls, 1 strike to Cody Haynes. Tristan Martinez is your base runner down there at first base. Richter running for Peyton Vargas down there at second. Here comes the fastball to the plate. That's going to be down low for a ball. Now 1-1. Cody Haynes was showing bunt there. We'll take a pitch down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Haynes. Simpson working from the stretch with base runners out at first and second. There they go as the pitch is going to be fouled away. Runners will go back. Richter is out at second base and Martinez is out at first base. Cody Hayes at the plate here for Hastings College as a pickoff attempt at second base. Richter again is back in there. Richter stealing bases this year. 2 for 3. Playing with the pitcher down there at the second base. Good sized lead again. They'll look that way. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be fouled away. And Cody Haynes is going to be out here. Attempting to bunt with the 2 strikes and fouls it away. So Haynes strikes out. Levi Fletcher is going to come to the plate next. That's the first out for Hastings here in the 5th. Now Levi Fletcher comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Pitch to him is going to miss. 1 ball and no strikes. Fletcher had a grand slam homer. The last ball game up in Orange City in the 9th inning of play. Hastings went on to beat Northwestern in the final game of that series 10-3 last Sunday after dropping their first 3 games of the series. 2 balls and no strikes now to Levi Fletcher. Hastings with base runners on at first and second base. Martinez is on at first base. Ben Richter is on at second base. The 1-0 pitch. He'll be inside for a ball. Should be 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 is the count here to Levi Fletcher. Fletcher has walked 6 times so far this year. He has struck out 12 times. 3-0 is the count. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball, and he walks him on 4 straight pitches. Fletcher heads down to the bag at first base.
Number 19, Joshua Magne.
Joshua Magne coming up to the plate next. Bases are loaded for Hastings here in the 5th inning. And now the coach is going to call all 3 base runners and the batter for a little conference down here on the third base side.
Oh no!
So the conference down here right in front of the Bronco dugout. Hastings has loaded up the bases here in the 5th inning. There's only 1 man out. Joshua Magnahay is at the plate. Bronco baseball for you here today on Extreme Sports. Hastings scoring a run in the 1st inning, 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Mount Marty scores 2 runs in the 2nd inning. They scored 3 in the 4th. And right now we're sitting at 6-5. Hastings with 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Mount Marty with 5 runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. So the Broncos with the bases loaded here. 1 man out. Joshua Magnahay is at the plate here for Hastings, the left-handed hitter. And the pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. See what the coach has got up his sleeve here in the 5th inning after calling the conference down here with all 3 base runners and his batter. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way. That is going to miss down low. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. Or 1 ball and 1 strike it should be on Magnahay. McNahee, the left-handed hitter here. 241 is batting average to start the day. 1-1 pitch is down low, and he gets away from the catcher, but the runners cannot advance. Runners stay put. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Joshua McNahee for Hastings College. McNahee has got 7 base hits and 29 trips to the plate, 4 runs scored. Couple of doubles. He's got 7 RBIs so far this year. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed. Now 2-2 is the count. Well, the Broncos don't want to waste this opportunity right here. Bases loaded. 1 man out in a 6-5 ball game. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. It's going to be swung on and missed, and he strikes out. McNahee strikes out. Strikeout number 2 in the ball game now for Garrett Simpson. Now Jace Valdez will come to the plate next. That was the problem in the series last week at Northwestern. Hastings left 33 or 34 base runners on the base pads during that 4-game series, and we also committed 6 errors. Needless to say, the Broncos had a tough time in that series, and now Valdez is hit by a pitch, and that's going to drive home a run. Jace Valdez is hit by a pitch here in the 5th inning to drive home a run, as Peyton Vargas comes in from third base to score. That makes it now a 7-5 ball game. Hastings with the lead. Martinez moves over to third base on the play. Fletcher is on at second base. Valdez is now on at first, being beaten by a pitch. Tyler Rojas is up there next. 1 man out for the Broncos here in the 5th. Pitch to Rojas is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. I mentioned the runners left on base last week in the series. 30-plus runners left on the base pads in 4 innings or 4 games in the Orange City. Broncos dropping 3 of 4 games to the Red Raiders. There's the ball hit to the left side. It's going to be hit right to the third baseman, and he steps on the bag. And that's going to be the inning here for the Broncos. As Tyler Rojas hits one right to the third baseman. He steps on the bag to catch the force out on Levi Fletcher, and the inning is over. But Hastings adding a run here in the 5th inning. 1 run on a couple of base hits. No errors. 3 runners left on base. We go to the 6th inning of play with a score. Hastings 7, Mount Marty 5. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
All right, Bronco baseball for you here today on Extreme Sports. It's a 7-5 lead for the Broncos as we enter the 6th inning here. Mount Marty will be up here in the 6th, 8, 9, and 1 in their batting order. Ethan Senevec is going to start things off here. The count to him is at 1-1 Devin Otto continues to throw for Hastings. He's on relief of Xander Hardy, who got to start for the Broncos here in this ball game today. Next pitch is going to be in there for strike 1-2. Ethan Senevec has been hit by a pitch, and he's reached out a fielder's choice so far in this ball game. Zip for 1 today, officially. 313 batting average to start the game here. Whereas Senevec, next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Senevec started the day with a batting average of 313 here for Mount Marty. 15 base hits and 48 trips to the plate, 12 runs scored. Left-handed hitter for the Lancers in their North Carolina blue uniforms here today. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swung on a miss, and he strikes out. Strikeout for Devin Otto. Strikeout number 2 in the ball game for Otto. 1 out here for Mount Marty in the 6th inning. Drew Reichen is the guy to come to the plate next. Reichen is the third baseman. He is 0 for 1 so far in this ball game. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. Had a base on balls, scored a run in the 4th. Reichen started the day with a batting average of .261 for Mount Marty. Here's a pitch by Otto, a fastball that is going to be outside and down low. 1-0 is the count. Otto with 12 base hits and 46 trips to the plate. Couple of doubles. He's got a home run. He's driven home 14 runs, but the base pads are empty here. There's a check swing foul on the first baseline. Count is a 1-1 You're listening to Hastings College baseball action here today on Extreme Sports. First game of 2. Hastings with the lead over Mount Marty. The score is 7-5. Broncos looking for their 17th win of the season here this afternoon. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hastings will have this weekend off. Then they will play at Midland on Monday. That was a doubleheader that was originally scheduled for yesterday, but they moved from Thursday to Monday. So Hastings playing Friday, Monday this weekend. There's a ball hit to the left side. That's going to get through there for a base hit in the left field. So Drew Reichen is going to get a base hit to left field. That's his first hit of the ball game. Now we're to the top of the order again. Jalen Owens is going to come up there. Owens has been a tough out here in the top of the order. He's got a RBI single. That was in the 2nd. He's got a triple. That was in the 4th. He led off the ball game today by grounding out. So he's 1 for 3 today. Batting average on the season sitting at .303 for Mount Marty. 1 man out for the Lancers here in this 6th inning. Hastings with the lead over Mount Marty, the team in here from Yankton, South Dakota today. 7-5 is the score. Base runner down there is Drew Reichen at first base. Hastings will hold them on with Morrison. Pitch to the plate is going to be up high for a ball. Magnahay for Hastings, the catcher, looking down toward first base, but no throw. 2 balls and no strikes here to Jalen Owens, the leadoff hitter for the Lancers. Devin Otto comes set, fires one over the first base and gets away from Morrison, but staying at first base is going to be your base runner and Drew Reichen. Reichen had a notion that maybe taking off for second base, but stays put there at first. 2 balls and no strikes. Hastings College baseball today brought to you in part by 5 Points Bank of Hastings, the better bank, by High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you, and by Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. There's a pitch up high for a ball. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 is the count here to Jalen Owens. We are in the top half of the 6th inning. This one had 7 here today. Hastings out on top, 7-5. Otto comes set. Looks at the runner at first base. There's a pitch to the plate. He's going to be in there for a strike. Owens showing bunt. Had no intentions of laying one down, but we'll take a strike here. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hastings out on top by a score is 7-5 here in this ball game. Otto comes set, fires into the plate. There's a swing and a miss. Fastball thrown there by Devin Otto. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 man out for Mount Marty here in the 6th inning. Base runner is on at first base. That is Drew Reichen. Next pitch by Otto. That's going to be outside for a ball, and he walks him. All that work, and then he loses the batter on a base on balls. So Jalen Owens goes down to the bag at first base. Runners are now on at first and second. Here comes Victor Rojas again out of the dugout for the Broncos to have a conversation with Devin Otto. So we're in the 6th inning of play. Runners are on at first and second base. And we're going to have a pitching change coming up here as the reliever is trotting in from the bullpen on this third base side. So a pitching change coming up here for Hastings. This will be the 3rd pitcher used by the Broncos today. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 7, Mount Marty 5. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Head to Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Choose from your favorite sandwich or build your own burger or chicken sandwich just the way you like it. Your choice of cheese, sauces, and all your favorite toppings. Craving wings? Choose from over 20 sauces and rubs that bring the flavor every time. Grab an appetizer, catch the game on the big screens, or challenge your friends to a game of pool or darts. There's always something to do. And don't forget the daily lunch specials. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, Eduardo Galicia is going to be the new pitcher for the Broncos, making his 8th appearance of the season. He's currently 3-3 for Hastings. He's been a starting pitcher for the Broncos. He's out of the pen today. Galicia has thrown 24 innings, giving up 16 hits, 22 runs, 9 of those earned, 19 base on balls, and 20 strikeouts. So Galicia comes on now for Devin Otto in inning number 6. It's a 7-5 ball game. Hastings has got a 2-run lead here over Mount Marty, but the Lancers have 2 runners on. Reichen is on at second base, and Jalen Owens is on at first base. The count here to Tyler Vance is now sitting at 1 ball And 2 strikes. Galicia throws one to the plate. That's going to be fouled away. First base side of the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Tyler Vance so far today, he's been hit by a pitch. He's flown out to right field, and he's got a sac fly to a right field. He's officially 0 for 1 in this ball game. 4.04 his batting average to start today. Next pitch there from Galicia is going to be down low for a ball, a little bit outside. Mask comes off from Magnahay behind the plate there. He tries to locate the ball, making sure the runners stay put. 7-5 is the score. Hastings out on top. This is the first game of 2 today. The second game will go 9 innings here at Duncan. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 man out. 2 runners on. There's a ball hit right to third base. They go to second base for 1. Over to first base, that's not going to be in time. So they catch the runner down there at second base. They tried to double up Tyler Vance over here at first base and couldn't do it. So they get Jalen Owens down there at second base. That was a mistake there by Fletcher because that ball was hit right to him at third base. Very easily kind of come over and touch the bag to catch the force out on Drew Reichen, and then go to second base for a possible double play. But instead he tries to take it to second first, and then to first base. So we got Drew Reichen now at third base for Mount Marty. We've got Tyler Vance on at first base, and Cooper Bednarik is going to come to the plate. So they could have had that lead run. That lead runner down there at third base could have had him out. As Levi Fletcher could have touched the bag there and catch the force out on him, but instead he goes to second base. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes now to Cooper Bednarik. Right here in the meat of the order, Bednarik is the number 3 hitter in the batting order for Mount Marty. It's a 7-5 ball game. Hastings has got the lead in the first game of 2 here today. There's a pitch there by Galencia. It's going to be outside for a ball. Now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 is the count here to Cooper Bednarik. A .344 hitter on the season. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. Bednarik was showing butt, pulls her back, and will take a strike. Right on the inside corner, 3 balls and 1 strike now. Runners are on at first and second base for Mount Marty in the 6th inning of play. Hastings up by a couple of runs. Valencia's next pitch is going to be up high for a ball, and he walks him. Now the bases are loaded for the Lancers. Bednarik is going to get aboard. Here comes Daniel Van de Gut coming up to the plate next. He is a second baseman. Batting average on the season is sitting at .381. So far today, he is 0 for 2. He has reached on a fielder's choice. He has struck out once, and he's flown out to right field. So Daniel will play here. There's 2 men out for the Lancers. And Mount Marty trailing by 2 runs. There's a ball hit over the head of the second baseman. That's in the right center field. 1 run is going to score. Here comes the second one to the plate. And they're going to wave the third one to the plate. Here he comes. Here comes the throw. And a head first slide. He is in there safely. A 3-run double there by Daniel Van de Gut. So the throw came in from center field. Head first slide here at the plate. But it gets in there safely as Cooper Bednarik comes around from third base to score. And now Mount Marty has grabbed the lead here in this ball game by a score of 8-7. A big hit there, a 3-run double by Daniel Van de Gut here. Hits you in the gut in the 6th inning. And now the Lancers have got the lead by a run. 8-7 over Hastings. Kimo Walensky is going to come to the plate next. Is that ball out toward right field? Is going to be caught there by Tyler Rojas in shallow right field, and the inning is going to be over as Walensky is going to fly out to the second baseman to end this sixth inning of play. But a big shot there by Daniel Vonnegut. A 3-run double has given the Lancers the lead now after 5.5 innings. Mount Marty in the sixth. They come up with 3 runs on that 3-run double by Vonnegut. 2 base hits in the inning. No errors. Runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. The score, Mount Marty 8, Hastings 7. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco baseball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan is going to be a new pitcher now for the Lancers. Liam Bates is going to come into the ball game and throw now here in the sixth inning of play. It's an 8-7 ball game. Hastings is now trailing the Lancers of Mount Marty. So the Broncos batting down here in inning number 6. Liam Bates is the new pitcher for the Lancers. Morrison is at the plate here for the Broncos, left-handed hitter. Morrison squares around the bunt. He's going to take a pitch outside, and the 4 straight pitches, he's going to get a walk here. So Morrison, who had a home run earlier in this ball game over the fence in right center field, they were being careful around him, and Morrison, 4 straight pitches, is going to head down to the bag at first. That's going to bring up Samuel Bruno next. So Bates is the new pitcher here. He's thrown 18. Actually, he's got an earned run average of 18.69. He's thrown 4 and a third innings for the Lancers this year. Giving up 4 runs. He's given up actually 4 hits, 9 runs, all 9 earned. 7 base on balls and 6 strikeouts. No record so far this year is earned run average at 18.69. He comes up here with his team leading by the score of 8-7 in the 6th inning. Hastings has already got the tie run on the base paths. There goes Morrison, and he'll have to go back as the pitch is going to be fouled away. Bruno fouls away the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Samuel Bruno. Good ball game here today, a seesaw battle. Liam Bates is now the pitcher here for the Lancers of Mount Marty. 3rd pitcher used by the visitors here in this ball game today. Next pitch going to be fouled away. Mosera went 3 2/3 today. He gave up 8 hits and 6 runs, 2 walks and a strikeout. Simpson went 1 1/3 today. He gives up 2 hits and a run. Base on balls and 2 strikeouts, and now Bates is out there. Next pitch is going to be outside and down low. Good snag there behind the plate from Pascuzzi for Mount Marty. Evan Morrison is your base runner down there at first base for Hastings. This is the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Here's the next pitch to Bruno. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 2. Actually, it should be 3 2. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Timeout is called here by Bruno as he backs out of the batter's box. Marcus Miller, longtime Hastings product, will be on the mound for the Broncos in game number 2 here today. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's the ball hit down the line at third base. That's going to be in foul territory. Count remains at 3 2.
I don't think it would work.
Runner is Morrison down there at first base for Hastings. Broncos scoring a run in the first inning. They got 3 in the third inning, 2 in the fourth inning, and 1 in the fifth. Lancers have only 4 base hits in the ball game, but they've got 8 hits or 8 runs. There's the ball. It's going to be outside. The ball gets away from Pascuzzi, and running down to first base center play is going to be Samuel Bruno. So a couple of walks here by Bates to lead off the 6th inning.
Now batting.
Now coming up there for Hastings is going to be Peyton Vargas. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter coming up there. Delgado is going to come to the plate. Now we're going to have a new pitcher for Mount Marty. So Liam Bates, he comes out and throws to 2 batters, walks both of them, and a short stint. You're back to the first base dugout, and another new pitcher is going to be coming out here for Mount Marty in the 6th inning of play. So the 4th pitcher used by the Lancers. We'll see who he is when we come back. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
Looking to make prom night unforgettable? Complete your look with fresh, stylish corsages and boutonnieres designed to match your outfit and stand out on the dance floor. From classic elegance to bold, colorful styles, we've got the perfect finishing touch for your big night. Handcrafted, fresh, and made just for you, because every detail matters. Stop by or order online at bobsassflowers.com and get prom ready in style. Serving Hastings since 1955.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, Aspen Dahl is going to be your next pitcher for the Lancers of Mount Marty. We're going to see Jared Delgado come to the plate here for Hastings. here in this sixth inning. Delgado scores around the bunt, or at least he shows bunt, but the pitch, well, the throw is going to be to second base. Delgado is up here in the sixth inning now for Hastings. Broncos are down by a run. 8-7 is the score. Delgado with a batting average of .349 on the season, 15 base hits and 43 trips to the plate. Delgado is up there right now. Again, he shows bunt here at the plate. And again, a throw to a second base. That one is by the shortstop into center field. On his way digging for a third base. They're going to wave him home. Here comes the throw in. It's going to be cut off, and the Broncos score the tying run on an error. A throw to a second base. Morrison comes around from a second base to score. That's going to be on the throw on the pickoff attempt by the new pitcher, and Dahl. He throws it to a second base and was wide of the target off of the glove with a shortstop into a center field, and Morrison makes it all the way around from second base to score. Here's a bunt laid down, fielded there. The throw to first base is not going to be in time. So Dahl with a throwing error. Then he fields that bunt and slips out of the turf and tries to throw the ball to first base on the seat of his pants. That didn't work too well. Delgado is aboard here with a single. Bruno moves over to third base on the play. And now we've got Tristan Martinez coming to the plate. So Dahl comes in on a pickoff attempt. He throws the ball into center field. Then he tries to field a bunt here, and he slips down to the turf and can't make the play at first base. So now he's going to try to throw to Tristan Martinez. First pitch there is going to be outside for a ball. So Ian Bates was out there, and he threw to two batters here in the sixth and walked both batters. He had the short hook. Dahl comes out and makes a couple of quick mistakes here. And the Broncos have tied the score now at 8 runs apiece. And now they count to a Tristan Martinez is sitting at 2 balls and no strikes. Hastings with base runners on at first and third base now here in the sixth inning. Dahl's next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Aspen Dahl, 1-2 on the season. Earned run average 9.00. This guy has thrown 19 innings, giving up 24 hits and 21 runs. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. Dahl has got 8 base on balls and 26 strikeouts. Team's hitting .296 against him. Delgado is your base runner down there at first base for Hastings. Samuel Bruno is over at third. There's a bunt laid down. They're going to try to sneak one home, and they mishandle the ball. Run comes in to score. Tristan Martinez with the suicide squeeze here. He lays down a bunt. The pitcher again, Aspen Dahl, tries to come off of the mound to grab it barehanded. He can't do it, and Samuel Bruno comes in to score for Hastings, and the Broncos have got the lead 9-8. Martinez lays down a perfect bunt out in front of the plate. Aspen Dahl tries to grab it barehanded there, can't do it. Bruno comes in to score to make it a 9-8 ball game, and now Cody Haynes is going to bunt. Dahl grabs that one. His throw to first is going to be in time, but Haynes gets the sacrifice to work. He moves the base runners along to second and third. Now there's 2 outs for the Broncos, or that's only the first out for Hastings here in the sixth. Yeah, 1 out for Hastings here in the sixth inning. Levi Fletcher is going to come to the plate next. Runners are on at second and third base. 2 runs in for Hastings here in the sixth. Levi Fletcher at the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far in this ball game. Pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball, 1-0. Fletcher started the day with a batting average of .405. He has grounded out once. He's flown out to center field, and he's reached on a base on balls. Levi Fletcher, who had a grand slam home run last Sunday in the ball game against the Northwestern, at the plate here in the sixth inning with a couple of runners on. 9-8 is the score. 11 base hits now for Hastings here in this ball game. Pitch is going to be inside for a ball here. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes. Joshua Magnahay would be next here for Hastings. The Broncos now working in the lower third of the order. First game of 2 here today. We got another one coming up. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. And on 4 straight pitches, Levi Fletcher is going to work out a walk. Hastings down with the bases loaded. Yeah, the bullpen has not been very effective here for Mount Marty. Simpson, he faced 8 batters. Bates saw 2. Dahl has seen 4 so far. Here comes the fastball here. It's going to be in there for a strike on Joshua Magnahay. No balls and 1 strike. Magnahay had a .241 batting average to start the day. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game. There's a bouncing ball right to first base. They touch the bag for 1. They throw it to the plate. That's not in time. Run comes in to score. So Joshua Magnahay is out at first base, but the throw to the plate here to try and catch Delgado is not in time. Delgado slides in there safely, and Hastings goes out on top now by a score of 10-8. Joshua Magnahay is going to ground out to first base, but he gets the RBI as he drives home Delgado from third base. Broncos now with runners on at second and third. Jace Valdez is going to come to the plate next. Broncos out on top of this ball game by a score of 10-8 over Mount Marty. Valdez, .304 batting average to start today. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 1-1 is the count to Jace Valdez. Jace has flown out to right field, and he's flown out to center field. He's been hit by a pitch. His 3 plate appearances so far. There's the ball. It's going to be ripped down the line in left field. That's going to fall into fair territory. 1 run scores. Second one is going to come to the plate, and a double there by Jace Valdez to bring home 2 more runs here for the Broncos. Valdez, a 2-run double here for the Broncos. Fletcher comes in to score from second base. Tristan Martinez scores from third base. Hastings now out on top by a score of 12-8 in this ball game. Hastings has scored 5 runs here in the 6th inning of play. Here comes Tyler Rojas to the plate next. Hastings, this is the 9th man to come to the plate here in this inning. Bullpen is falling apart here for Mount Marty in the latter stages of this first ball game. Mosera, the starting pitcher for Hastings, or starting pitcher for the Lancers, gave up 6 runs, and now 3 relievers have given up 6 runs in the last couple of innings here. Rojas now has a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Rojas hits one to a shortstop. Is going to be fielded there. The throw over to first base is going to be in time, and finally the inning is over here. The Broncos bat around, though, in this 6th inning of play. We score 5 runs to take a lead going into the 7th inning. Hastings with a lead over Mount Marty. It's the Broncos 12 and the Lancers 8 on Extreme Sports.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, Locally made, naturally delicious.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, we head to the seventh inning of play. Hastings has got the lead, 12-8. This is the seven-inning game today. Got a nine-inning game to follow this one. We've got another new pitcher for Hastings, as Ryder Duran is going to come into the ball game for Hastings. Duran is 1-0 in the season. 2.84 is his earned run average. He's officially 1-0. 6 1/3 innings pitched so far this year. Giving up 5 hits, 4 runs. 2 of those runs earned. 5 base on balls, 12 strikeouts. Team's hitting 174 against him, trying to lock up the win here for the Broncos in game number 1. Hastings with a lead, 12-8 over Malbarty. This is Connor Bashad as the plate here for the Lancers. The count to him is a 1-2 strikes. Malbarty 13-19 in the season. They're 4-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings also at 4-8. We're at 16-14 in conference play. Right now, both of these teams are tied for the number 8 spot, the all-important number 8 spot in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Top 8 teams will play in the postseason this year. You don't want this game to come back to haunt you here in a couple of weeks. Hastings with a lead here at 12-8. We battled back a couple of times in this ball game. Now we got the 4-run lead. There's a check swing. Did he go around with it? Yes, he did. Connor Bashad is going to strike out of the ball game. And now Jacob Pascuzzi is going to come up there next. Jacob Pascuzzi has struck out once. He's reached on a base on balls, and he's reached on a fielder's choice. So he's officially 0 for 1 in this ball game. .345 is his batting average on the season. There's a pitch, another check swing, and he went around with it. So the strike is called. No balls and 1 strike. Game number 2 coming up today. Scheduled for 4:30, I think, initially. They published as a 4:30 start. There's a swing and a miss there. No balls and 2 strikes. Marcus Miller is expected to get the start for Hastings in game number 2 here today. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Hastings out on top by a score of 12-8. Next pitch is a fastball from Derwin that misses. 1-2. 12 runs for Hastings on 12 hits. Mount Marty 8 runs on 4 hits. There's a called third strike. And past Kuzi, he strikes out. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Ryder Derwin here in the 7th inning. And now Ethan Senevek is scheduled to come up there next for the Lancers. He comes into the left-hand batter's box here. 12-8 to score. Hastings has got the lead. Broncos trying to lock up the win here in the 7th inning. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. Riders come out and throw nothing but strikes here. Senevek, he has been hit by a pitch. He has reached on a fielder's choice. He has struck out once. 0 for 1. Started the day with a batting average of .313. Boys, you got to take another strike here. Ryder Derwin just throwing nothing but strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here to the number 8 hitter in the batting order. 2 men out here in the top half of the 7th. The count is at no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be just low. 1-2. And the only other action going on in the G-Pack today is Northwestern playing 2 games at Doane. Doane won the first game earlier today by a score of 16-9. They're playing their second ball game right now in Crete. The rest of the action is over the course of the Easter holiday weekend. Hastings now playing either Saturday or Sunday. Our next games after this will be on Monday in Fremont. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. It's a called third strike on the inside corner. And Ryder Derwin comes in and strikes out the side in the 7th inning. And the Broncos win this game by the score of 12-8. So the Broncos, they win their 17th game of the season. The Broncos are now 17-14 on the year. They are 5-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Mount Marty, they will drop to 13-20 after this one. And the Lancers are now 4-9 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hang around. We got the final totals after this. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Looking for the place in Hastings where people go for great food and good times? Head to Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill. For more than 25 years, Bullseye's has been a Hastings institution, the spot where friends gather, games are watched, and memories are made. And every night of the week brings a can't-miss special. Tuesday features the pork ribeye. Wednesday is legendary wing night, crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Thursday is the chicken buffet. Come hungry. Friday is pick your protein with your entree cooked to order plus all-you-can-eat sides and the salad bar. And Saturday wraps it up with steak specials. Great food, great atmosphere, and a Hastings tradition for more than a quarter century. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings.
Brandon is super pumped about Runza.
Runza is so sweet.
Especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones, 4 flavors of shakes, chocolate chip cookies, and ice cream sandwiches.
Literally sweet.
Aw, I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I love Runza.
So sweet of you. Come satisfy your sweet tooth. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, Hastings College wins the first game here this afternoon over Mount Marty. Final score of 12-8. Hastings with 12 runs, 12 hits, and no errors today. Mount Marty with 8 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors. Winning pitcher for Hastings going to turn out to be Eduardo Galicia, as he threw only 2/3 of an inning today for Hastings. He gives up 1 hit and 1 run, 1 base on balls, no strikeouts. The starting pitcher for Hastings was Xander Hardy. He threw 3 1/3, gives up a hit and 4 runs, 4 base on balls, 2 strikeouts. Devin Otto, 2 innings pitched today. Gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Ryder Derwin came in the 7th inning and struck out the side. Hastings with 12 hits in the ball game today. Tyler Rojas had a base hit. Evan Morrison had 2 hits and 4 RBIs today. Samuel Bruno had a couple of base hits. Peyton Vargas had 2 hits and an RBI. Jared Delgado had a base hit for Hastings today. Tristan Martinez had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Cody Haynes, he had a single today, and Jace Valdez had a single and 3 RBIs. But Hastings wins the game today over Mount Barney by the score of 12-8. The Broncos now 17-14 in the season, 5-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Mount Barney drops to 13-20. They're now 4-9 in conference play. We've got game number 2 coming up here in just a little bit. So stick around. We've got more action from Duncan in about 30 minutes from right now. We'll head you back to the studios, get you caught up to date with all the sports happenings around the nation. We'll come back with game number 2 in just a few minutes here on Extreme Sports. Again, Hastings winning the first ball game over Mount Marty. The final, Hastings 12 and Mount Marty 8.
We've come to the end of the first game of today's doubleheader, but there's still more Broncos action ahead. Stay tuned. Game 2 is coming up next on Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College sports.
And Greg McDermott, longtime coach there, has done a bang-up job, really good program. But this is public knowledge, and everybody knows that he's calling it quits, and they made the Final Four. Like, is there something there where the players are going to go out and play like can they put into an extra gear knowing that that's it for the coach?
You know, sometimes that could be a process that backfires. If you think you're going to get the momentum and the impetus and the inspiration from that. You might remember when Mike decided he was going to leave Duke, that last game at home was against North Carolina, and they lost that game. And then, of course, he comes through the tournament, and everyone knows, again, it's his last go-around, his last rodeo in the NCAA tournament.